is the agency which handles the concerns of your particular sector. So a favorite example, tourism, it's DOT. Tourism operators, for example, restaurant operators or hotel operators, who might want to change some system in the way wages are being implemented in their particular region. So that's something that involves the DOT and of course the TOLE. So in Apec, it is encouraged that project proposal should involve multiple agencies or multiple concerns, or what is called in Apec cross-fora collaboration. So for example, if your project involves women, you should not just dwell on women. It should be something which affects the economic empowerment of women, for example, or affects the women in rural areas or urban poor women. It should be something that involves the other fora within the APEC system. In APEC, we have the so-called Santiago Roadmap, which has been approved when Chile hosted APEC last year. And if you see that Santiago Roadmap, it outlines some initiatives, some projects, and some future proposals, and ideas how to proceed with the protection of the interests and the promotion of the interests of the rights and the rights of women in relation to their economic state in APEC. So you can use that template, you can use that Santiago Roadmap and be inspired by it, get a few inspiration from that document. When you, for example, develop your project proposal or your concept note, if your beneficiaries are women. So from there you can get a lot of ideas. And for tourism, for example, we held similar like this in Manila. Last year we invited restaurant operators, hotel operators, some managers of some hotels, and they floated a lot of brilliant ideas about food wastage problem in hotels. Because for example, in like an event like this, we booked for 250 people and only around 150 came. And the budget for the food is good for 250 people. So where do you place the excess food? Do you sell it to poultry operators or piggery operators? Or do you just discard it? Do you translate it into some sources of energy? That was one of the areas of concern among the restaurant operators. But that's not a novel question because Japan successfully proposed a project on that issue. So Japan, it was a well-studied proposal because the main objective of the proposal as far as hotel wastage, food wastage was concerned, was to make it into some form of sources of energy. At the same time, provide jobs for people working in for technical people, technicians, working in the field of energy. So in that case, there were a lot of APEC fora involved, which is being encouraged. So from the food sector, you have the food security sector, so that would involve your DA as far as the Philippines is concerned. You have the energy sector, that's your DOE, and then jobs that might be created, that's DOLE. And since it involves some vocational training, that could involve also testing. So in Japan, the proposal was well studied and it was being endorsed by a lot of Japanese agencies. And it was granted a big amount of, I think, $200,000 US dollars. So food wastage is in the Philippines. But if you'd like to copy that particular study or proposal, you have to make some innovations. not just copy, but improve the way the study is being done, the methodology, and the objectives. As long as it's within the framework of APEC, priorities and theme, that can be done. So it is important, as I said earlier, to make some review of related literature. So it's like writing a thesis, as I said, but everything is in the website of APEC. So all you need is just assign people to review or make a digest of all the related studies or proposals that have been done. As project overseer, you are expected to be on top of everything and to know everything. Even if you're not handling funds, you still are expected also to know how the funds were spent and how the funds were provided to the service providers. And another important recap from this morning's discussion is your government procurement law does not apply here because you are not spending government money. You are spending APEC funds. Although this came from the APEC economies, one of which is the Philippines, but this is not imbued with a public character in the sense that public procurement, government procurement reform practice does not apply. So no technical conversation that might be involved here. And COA is not involved in the liquidation and also in the application of auditing rules and regulations. So we talk about the concept note, which should be submitted either March or July of each year, because there are 2 project sessions each year. And we also talk about the different parts of your concept note. The concept note should consist only of 3 pages. The most important part is the summary, which is only 150 words. And there should be a showing of relevance, objectivity, alignment, and methodology of the study. For funding cap, you should put the maximum amount of 150,000 pesos. Your project overseer can be a private or public person. Ideally, there should only be 1 project overseer, but if you intend to, if you don't trust that person totally, 100%, you can appoint one who should be the alternate project overseer. So you just put, for example, Mark Salvador as project overseer and or you can put slash Oliver Delphine, for example. In such a way, APEC can go either of Mark or Oliver in case there are problems or there needs to be some communications to them. And now we go to the nitty-gritty of the budgeting. So in your first page of your concept note paper in your application, you are expected to develop a budget. Not all the entries are shown, should be shown there, but only the total amount and the amount for some items like labor, transportation, etc. So these are some of the reminders when you develop your budget. You should consider the location, the event time, and the event days. There was a question this morning if they could hold an event outside the Philippines. There is no prohibition to that as long as your organization is able to conduct it. I mean, logistics-wise, you are capable of doing that. You can have, for example, last year, Australia held a workshop on investment facilitation for investment stakeholders. Australia was co-funded by Apec. It was 50-50 funding, and they held a seminar in KL. So you can do that as well. You can do your seminar in Papua New Guinea, but you have to consider the limitations. Of course, Papua New Guinea is much cheaper than the Philippines, so there might be some savings if you hold your event there. But if you consider Japan as your location, that may present some financial implication. And also, you have to understand the non-allowable expenses. We will discuss it later. And be sure to be accurate, be realistic with your estimates. Cost efficient is a good project value. And then once approved, as I said earlier, the concept note budget becomes the ceiling. So if the project is approved at 150,000, you cannot go over. Any expenses in excess of 150,000 pesos shall be borne by the agency or shall be borne by the project owner. But if there's an excess, you cannot pocket the excess. You have to return to data. That's why there's a completion report in the end. Okay. Next please. And finally, one of the tips is to allow research. You have to browse through the previous research projects in and outside of Apec. And then Apec priorities, you have to know the Apec priorities of the present host, which is Malaysia. And then you have to know the fora strategies of the particular working group or fora that is handling or is concerned with your particular sector. And then the funding criteria for each of the funding source. There are 3 funding sources basically, and each of the funding source has its own criteria. And you should not apply for a project which is beyond that particular funding source. As to the style, write in a language that is clear and easily understandable, and do not use technical terms. Use non-technical terms understood by laymen. Always use specific and fact-based statements. So yung mga vague, ambiguous statements, avoid that. Be straight to the point, be direct to the point. If you cite statistics, cite the exact statistic and the source of your statistics, not just by like saying based on media reports or based on government data. It should be avoided, or it should be a number. And make sure the project title delivers the project theme. And then consult with experts. Do not assume that even if you're right, and then you also have the experience as to your field, you already have a good proposition. So consult with government agencies, consult with your peers, socialize the project idea in your work group. It's advisable, or it's even beneficial if you have contacts with other economists. So when you attend meetings, be sure to network, be sure to befriend everyone, because in the end, or ultimately, they may be the people who could help you develop your concept. So everything is in the website of Apec, including the guidebook. There's a guidebook on the development of project proposals, which are published regularly in the Apec website, and it's also regularly updated, like twice a year. So you can download the templates, the concept notes, the project proposal forms from the from the website of Apec. Apec also publishes a toolkit in the website. The project database are all accessible, including all the research materials, past and present, including all Apec projects. Everything is there. So all you need to do is to assign people. Hindi pwedeng yung project overseer would do everything, because even if he's the focal person, he cannot do everything. So you should rely on some people who are reliable also. Any questions so far?